for joining us this evening on TKO 8 Local News. The Federal Aviation Administration says it will check to see whether any laws or regulations were broken when a low-flying pilot dropped live turkeys onto the annual Yellville Turkey Trot Festival over the weekend. The festival has included a turkey drop for more than 5 decades, though sponsors in recent years have distanced themselves from the practice of dropping the turkeys. Several birds were dropped Saturday and then chased by festival goers below. Local animal rights activist Rose Hillard wants criminal charges filed against the pilot. She alleges the pilot terrorized the birds and violated state laws against animal cruelty and animal abandonment. An FAA spokesperson says the agency was aware of the weekend flyover. In the past, the FAA hasn't intervened because the birds aren't considered projectiles. Arkansas State Police have released proposed rule changes for concealed carry license. The changes include places where concealed carry weapons are prohibited, except where allowed under Arkansas Code. Governor Asa Hutchinson signed Act 562 into law in March, which allows concealed handguns on public college campuses, bars, airports, and other public places not previously allowed. Under the new law, a concealed carry permit holder may apply for an enhanced permit to conceal carry at those locations. At those locations after taking 8 hours of additional training. 4 of the 8 hours can be waived if a person has completed the regular training within the past 10 years. The policy also lays out enhanced training requirements for instructors. Well, work finally began Monday morning for construction of a new sewer line being installed near the Cottonwood Road and the 6265 bypass. The line is being bored under the highway and will connect to the existing line parallel to Dry Jordan. Cottonwood Road will be closed from the bypass to about the 50 feet mark north near the second entrance of the Taco Bell for boring work, which will be from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. each day during the week. The expansion of the airport parking lot has been put on hold for the moment at least. Boone County Regional Airport Manager Judy McCutcheon told board members last Thursday that the grant application was submitted to the State Aeronautics Board, and she hoped it would be on their agenda for the October meeting and approved. However, for the time being, they say they are not reviewing those types of requests. The project is a 80-20% state-local match that would provide 43 additional parking spaces. Total cost of the project projected to be about $279,000. McCutcheon says she hopes that the issue will be addressed after the first of the year. Hard on the heels of National Fire Prevention Week, the Harrison Fire Department has a limited supply of smoke detectors to give away. The Fire Marshal Clint Nichols said the department was given 100 smoke detectors from the State Fire Prevention Commission. Nichols said the detectors are free of charge for city residents. If you live in the city, call the fire station number 1 at 741-6384 for more information. If you live outside the city, you can call the same number and officials will give you contact information for your local volunteer fire department. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has auto body repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence.
Toyota trucks like the Tundra and Tacoma can take you pretty much anywhere. They can take you here, that place, way over there, even through this. But on game day, they take you to the most important place there is, the tailgate party.
Right now, qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus a $2,000 special edition bonus on a new 2017 Tundra Special Edition. Toyota, let's go places.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of a community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There is one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a crucial commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud. Harrison has a Health Mart now. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, on the square in downtown Harrison. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Of business and healthcare groups wants to change the way lawsuits are filed and adjudicated in Arkansas. The group Arkansas for Jobs and Justice filed paperwork Monday to campaign for a proposed constitutional amendment that goes before Arkansas voters in November of 2018. Civil justice reform legislation supported by the Arkansas Medical Society was adopted back in 2003. David Wharton, who is the executive vice president of the Arkansas Medical Society, says the Arkansas Supreme Court has nullified portions of the legislation that was then put in. Supporters of the proposals in other states have said the guidelines help block frivolous lawsuits and reduce malpractice and liability insurance costs for doctors and businesses. But trial attorneys and others say they place unconstitutional barriers to the right to go to court and seek judicial remedies for injuries and wrongful acts. Former Gateway Police Chief Grant Harden has pled guilty to first-degree murder in connection with the shooting death of 48-year-old Grant Harden pled guilty in Benton County Circuit Court on Monday in the shooting death of James Appleton. The shooting occurred on February the 23rd near the community of Garfield. An affidavit filed in the case says that Appleton worked for the Gateway Water Department and was taking his brother-in-law Gateway Mayor Andrew Tillman, when he was shot in the head. Police found Appleton's body inside the car. Harden served as police chief for the town of Gateway for about 4 months in early 2016. A suspected motive for the shooting has not been released. Harden has been held on the charge without bond since his arrest. Arkansas counties expected to sponsor mental health centers are behind schedule now. The effort is aimed at keeping people with mental illness from a cycle of incarceration. Officials say the centers won't be ready for their expected startup date in November. Governor Asa Hutchison's administration says counties are working to open their centers as soon as possible, though no new projected target dates are scheduled. Under the program, police will be able to take people experiencing mental health episodes to the centers instead of to the county jail. The goal is for the centers to help the mentally ill and cut jail costs. Data from the Arkansas Department of Finance and Administration show that the most applications for medical marijuana distribution sites came in for Pulaski County, which is the state's most populated county, while the largest number of cultivation applications list Jefferson County. The state's Medical Marijuana Commission was meeting Monday as it whittles down applications from those wanting to take part in the program established to aid people with certain medical conditions. It received 95 applications for cultivation sites and will select no more than 5. There are 227 applications for the dispensaries. Each of the 8 regions in the state will have up to 4 dispensaries. Governor Asa Hutchinson's re-election team says the incumbent has $1.5 million available ahead of the Arkansas primary and general elections next year. As the governor prepared to file a quarterly report about his fundraising, his campaign team says it spent $100,000 in the most recent quarter. Hutchinson's chief political strategist, Joan Gilmore, says that for the election cycle, Hutchinson has raised nearly $1.8 million total. No Democrats have announced that they will challenge the Republican incumbent next year. A gun rights advocate, Jane Morgan of Hot Springs, said last week that she's exploring whether to enter next year's May GOP primary. Before we take a look at the weather forecast for the rest of the work week, here's the way the stock market ended today.
For October, Quality Feed Grains is offering a 200-pound tub of Roughage Buster supplement for only $96. And while you're there, check out the Boggs Boot Blowout. All Boggs 15% off while supplies last. Men's, women's, and children's sizes are available. They'll also have straw for $5 a bale, perfect for fall decorating and pet beds. Quality Feed Grains serving you with two locations, 4617 Highway 65 South and 311 East Prospect in Harrison.
A hint of autumn is in the air, and the staff at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop invite you to stop in and browse their selection of new fall and holiday gift ideas. Check out their expanded line of baby and toddler clothes, sleepwear, toy items, and accessories. For you Razorback fans, Sisters has a good selection of mugs, trays, banners, and carry bags. From fall and holiday floral arrangements, unique centerpieces, colorful wall decor, or exquisite serving pieces and accessories, Sisters has just the right item for any occasion. Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Days, pretty typical weather for the middle part of October, although the rain just didn't happen like we thought it might. We got another shot at it, however, at the latter part of the weekend, but the temperature's a little above normal, 8 to 10 degrees above normal daytime temperatures. Overnight lows in the upper 30s in some of the valleys, low 40s in most locations, about normal for this time of the year. Seeing a little bit of change in color out there, not much yet. I hope we have a pretty fall color change, but unfortunately with all the dry conditions pretty well across the state of Arkansas, we may not have that vivid color that we've been used to in years gone by. Here's the way it looks as we go through the work week. Tomorrow looks to be about the same as today, slightly warmer on Wednesday under mostly sunny skies up to 78 degrees. On Thursday, partly cloudy, 82 degrees, and Friday, partly cloudy skies and 78 degrees. Moving into the weekend, on Saturday, partly cloudy and 78 degrees. Late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, a system to the north of us is expected to push through very quickly and drop the temperatures down, and maybe a little bit of rain in the morning on Sunday. 66 degrees for a daytime high on Sunday as the cold front moves through. 80% chance we might get a little bit of rain out of it, but it'll have to happen very quickly because by Monday it's going to be out of the area and just a little bit cooler, but no more chances of rain. So hit and miss quick. Maybe we'll get some on Sunday morning. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll talk about sports from around the region as TKO 8 News continues.
A hint of autumn is in the air, and the staff at Sisters Flower and Gift Shop invite you to stop in and browse their selection of new fall and holiday gift ideas. Check out their expanded line of baby and toddler clothes, sleepwear, toy items, and accessories. For you Razorback fans, Sisters has a good selection of mugs, trays, banners, and carry bags. From fall and holiday floral arrangements, unique centerpieces, colorful wall decor, or exquisite serving pieces and accessories, Sisters has just the right item for any occasion. Sisters Flower and Gift Shop. We are so much more than flowers.
I'm Randall. I work at the on-site lab at Dental Creations on the square at Harrison. Working with Dr. Wanda is great. She's taught me a lot and showed me a lot, and she gives us the freedom to get one-on-one with the patient. If there's a problem, we can actually come out of the back and do what's best for the patient. Having this on-site lab here with the doctors, that's really nice.
Dental Creations on the square in Harrison, next to the Big Red Boot.
City Advertising and Tourism Promotion Commission approved grants for a volleyball tournament. Organizers asked for $1,500 to help out with the 5A state volleyball tournament to be held October 24th through the 26th at Harrison High School. Harrison High School Athletic Director Chris Pratt addressed the board, saying that anything they could do to help them offset some of the cost of hospitality and other fees might be very much appreciated. The commission approved the request with the hope that the 16 participating teams will bring lots of fans and appreciate the hospitality that awaits them. He added that some of the Harrison parents are working with area businesses to get donations for goodie bags for every athlete, assistant coach, and head coach. Well, Izard County began hosting the Bad Boy Mower Classic at the Cougars Den in Brockwell yesterday. The Lady Cougars began the season by defeating Timbo 59-21. Izard County also picked up the win on the boys' side. The Cougars were able to beat Timbo by a final of 64-40. Lead Hill suffered losses to Pangburn in a pair of battles between the Tigers. Lead Hill lost the boys' game 52-40. Pangburn also took the girls' contest 52-19. Arkansas's third SEC road trip in a span of 4 games at Ole Miss will be Saturday, October 28th, with kickoff set for 11 a.m. on the SEC network. The Razorbacks have taken 3 straight from the Rebels, including the last meeting in Oxford, Mississippi, in which Arkansas pulled off a wild 53-52 win in overtime. Arkansas has won 11 of the last 16 meetings between the two programs, a span that started in 2001 with a 58-56 7-overtime triumph in Oxford. Attorneys for Dallas Cowboys star Ezekiel Elliott are set for an emergency hearing in federal court in New York as they try again to stop the running back's 6-game suspension over domestic violence allegations. Elliott's legal team filed a request for a temporary restraining order Monday and will be getting a hearing this week in the Southern District of New York. Last year's NFL rushing leader is suspended for Sunday's game at San Francisco after a federal appeals court overturned an injunction that had allowed him to play this season. The case is shifting to New York because the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans ordered the dismissal of Elliott's lawsuit in the state of Texas. An Associated Press survey finds that more than 24 universities and conferences with major basketball programs responded to news of the sports bribery scandal by conducting internal reviews of their compliance operations. The arrest and details of the federal probe have triggered uncomfortable soul-searching across the entire sport. Insiders say they're concerned about what this scandal means for programs across the nation. Well, that wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events.